Hi guys, it's me Karen. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a little bit of time before I had my last video. I come to do a picture here today. This is Mariola Budek's new little picture here of one of her cute little pictures that she does. This one's called Ladybird. And I just kind of went, oh my gosh, isn't she just adorable? So I had to purchase it. It's a printable digital print. So I picked it up today and thought I would go ahead and try to color it today. I'm going to probably do her skin and maybe some of the leaves in the background or something, but I'm going to do it with pan pastels. I unfortunately kind of hurt my right wrist, so I'm being very careful with it. I kind of pinched a nerve in it, so we're just kind of letting it do what it's supposed to do and try to keep it from doing too much strenuous work. So pencil on top of the pan pastels. I'm going to be using the skin tones. The palette is written on the back here, so I can tell you what colors I'm using when I use them on her skin. So I've got a little cheat sheet over here so I can tell you what we're doing. I have one of my rags out so I can wipe my little tool off when I dip it into things. So I don't know if you can see everything here. And we're doing skin, so hopefully we've got her in a good spot. She's got the cutest little, I don't know what they are in her hair, but they look like little cherries that hold her ponytail together. She's got this beautiful little ribbon in her hair also. She's peeking at this cute little ladybug who I'm going to add little antlers to. And I don't know, I was thinking maybe I would do these with another little antler on the side, put little eyes on them or something to make them match the ladybug. I'm not sure yet. I've never done one of these pictures before, but I mean, you can tell. I really thought she was adorable. So we're going to go in with our first color here is our burnt sienna tint. And we're going to lightly put some of that on here. I should get one of my sponges too. Oh, this one will work. Just so I have something to stick it on here with. There we go. We're going to put a little bit of colorless blender in there too, just to help it out a little bit. Okay, I'm going to start up here and put a little light coating on. Kind of all over her face, except for where her eyes are. No, eyeballs, I should say, not just her eyes. We're going to do her eyelashes, or eyelid. So I hope you guys are doing well. We're going to get a bit of a heat wave coming our direction here. Today is a nice, wonderful 69, almost 70 degrees today. And tomorrow it's going to get up in the 80s. I was like, I don't like the 80s. Or anything above the 80s for that matter. I like 70s. They're a nice cool temperature for me. Okay, here we've got the color down. And we're going to throw some in on her arms down here too. Now this print that I have in front of me is one that is light. She also has this that comes in dark, so you have darker lines. And with the pan pastels, remember, we do not worry about going outside the lines because we can always erase. Okay, I'm going to go in now with a little bit of the burnt sienna and kind of darken in some of these areas a little bit. Just going to lay it down first, and then we'll mess around with it a little bit more. And probably up here in her hair. Okay, take some of the colorless blender and blend it in. So how is the weather in your guys' areas? Are you enjoying warm weather or enjoying cooler weather? Kind of give her a little round puffy cheek here. Then just go back in with the colorless blender and blend it all in. Okay, we're going to have a little extra dust on this, so I'm going to take my little duster here, pull some of that off. Going to bring in an eraser, get it off her collar and off her other areas here. A little bit there. If we want to get this just a little bit rounder, get it out of her eye area. Lighten the tip of that ear. I didn't want it so dark. Another one of the reasons I just really like the pan pastels for skin tones. There we go. Okay, we're going to add a little pink into a couple of her areas because she is a little kid. So I'm bringing in some of the red Iron Oxide tint. So we're going to put a little pinkness here on her nose, on her cheek area, where her lip might be, a little up here in her forehead, ear, fingers, elbow. And then grab the colorless blender again, and we're just going to blend that in a little bit. Okay, we're going to touch up here into the burnt sienna extra dark and darken up some of these areas here. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and take this down, spray it. I'm going to erase just a little bit, and then I can come back with pencil and we will finish her coloring up here. So I'll be back in just a second. Maybe I'll do her little blue jeans here in some of this blue I have. This one here, it's Ultramarine Blue shade. Let's see if I can get that one open. And we'll get another tip in here so that one can stay for skin color, and this one will be for the blue. And then we'll just add a little of this, kind of where the seam is, under her belt, around her pocket, that kind of thing. Just where it would be the darkest. Then we're going to take in some of this light blue that's over on this side, and it is called Phthalo blue tint. Add some of that in there. Okay, we're going to get some of the colorless blender on this too. Dust that off. I'm just mixing in the colorless blender on there. Gonna add in some of the darkest blue that's on this palette, and I have no idea what that is until I turn it over, and it is the Phthalo blue shade. And we're just going to add a little of that. A little bit more of the colorless blender there. Still kind of waiting on another order of pan pastels I have coming. Ordered them on the 21st, and they haven't come. They haven't even shipped yet. I'm going to put it that way. I don't know if they are coming, so I may have to look into ordering. This is the same batch that I tried to order the first time I was ordering them. And I didn't get that batch, so I ordered it from another place, and I'm still not sure they're gonna get here. Okay, I'm gonna take the blue out from where I don't want it. Maybe highlight the upper part of this leg a little better. And this little part on her pant leg, and maybe a little in the pocket area. Okay, and I'll just get some of that colorless blender there and just blend that back into those areas I erased it from. A little bit more here. There we go. All right. I think I'll do that with her bow too. I really hope I'm in camera here. So we're going to start off with the lightest color, which was what? Phthalo blue tint, and then we will go in with the phthalo blue shade and the ultramarine blue. So this is the lightest color here. Okay. We'll go in with some colorless blender. Okay, we'll go in with the little bit darker color. The ultramarine. Then we'll come in with the phthalo blue shade. Okay, just going with the colorless blender now. Blend those together. There we go. And anywhere there's a little scallop, we want to get in with the eraser, make those white again, because I want those to stand out. Okay. Trying to think if there's anything else I can do before I have to go down and spray. Well, I only want to spray once. Let's see. I kind of want her shirt to match the ladybug, but I don't have red in the pastels. I only have the pink. The leaves, I think I can probably do in, I have a green here, which is actually a yellow. It's bright yellow-green shade. I have a chrome oxide green tint and a turquoise. So this is the bright yellow. Let's see, we can do some of this in the grass. Pull some of that up. We have grass back everywhere. It's where we have grass. It just kind of shows up here and there. So we'll get some color in there. It looks about good. Let's see what color this one is. I don't know about that one. Just going to put some shadow down here. This is the a mix between the turquoise and the other one. We're just going to, I don't even know if I like that. We may just erase that. Yeah. Okay. So I've got some grass laid down. Kind of like that coloring for the grass. So we can always add a little pencil work on top of that too. Just go in with a little bit of color. So now I can go down and spray the whole thing. So we'll be back in a bit. Okay, we're back, and I got out my Lumies here. And I'm gonna find some skin tones in the back here, which is where I have them all to match up her skin tone here. I think I can do this. So we'll start with like the lightest color, which is burnt ochre 10%, and we'll see how this goes. Might want to get you down a little lower. Do her face here. See how this works here. Her elbow is right about here, shoulder, elbow, and then her wrist. So I'm going to have to kind of darken that up and then kind of make her wrist here a little bit. And then of course her other arm back here. See, if I go over line here, I'm gonna have to use it as a shadow. Go. Okay, we're going with a little darker color. brown ochre 50%. And then a little bit of brown ochre. And just very light pressure. Okay. Okay, a little bit darker still. What do we have? Burnt sienna. Let's see what this does. Sorry, I'm quiet. Just trying to concentrate here and trying to do my best job. Okay, we're going to put a little pink. Burnt sienna 10%, just a little lighter. I want some pink in her cheek up here, on her freckles. This is really scratchy. I mean, you can hear it scratching. Okay, we're going to go back with the light color. The burnt ochre 10%. Okay, and I'm going to get some buff titanium if I can find it, so hold on a second. Okay, the buff titanium. Bring some of that in there. Okay. We need a pinker cheek there. I just don't know how pink I want to go. Okay, and oh boy, can you read this one? Anthraquinoid pink. And we're going to put that right under her eye here. And on her cheek. The tip of her nose. And her lip down here. Just a little bit going up on this side of her eye. And then I bring that titanium back in and just knock it down a little bit. Okay, we're going to get a dark brown. We have the Cassel Earth here. I'm going to darken up her little freckles. Oh, that one really was dark. And put a couple up here on her nose. And put a few in a different color. So this is brown ochre. Lighten that one up. Maybe you can scratch it off. Okay. And then we're just going to go in with the buff titanium and just go over them gently. going to bring in some blue for her eye too. What do we have here? Blue. Okay, Phthalocyanine blue. It's a bright color. Lay that in there. That would probably work good in the pants too, so leave that out. And I have Persian blue. And then we'll throw some green in there. What do we got? This one's pretty. Some spring green. Added on those two colors. Then we'll get black, and I use the Prisma black. We're going to use it on her pupil. Okay, I'm going to kind of darken that area up. We have eyelashes down here. We're going to add a few. Kind of take it up here, and we're going to add a few eyelashes up here too. Okay, take a dark brown color here, and this is just a sepia. Gonna darken up her eyelid up here a little bit. Darken that line coming down here. That area there. Throw a few of these in here too. Anywhere we want dark. I'm going to add some of that. Excuse me. So there we have kind of the cute little face that I'm going after. Okay, and I think that is all I'm going to be able to do right now. So we got a good start going, and in part 2 we'll finish up the blue that she's got on her bow. I think I'm just going to use this Cyan blue and highlight excuse me, these areas here. It's a nice color, blue. And we'll brighten up the bow and her jeans a bit. Anyway, we're going to do that in part 2. So I will come back and do that in a bit. I hope you all enjoyed and are having a wonderful day too, I hope. So I will see you in the next part. And it is getting red there, isn't it? I'm going to turn off the lights so you can see what it looks like in just regular light. Okay. See you in part 2, guys. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care now. Bye.